All right, so a component of managing the long gun and the length of the long gun in a confined space or a space that is relatively tight. I am a big fan of what I refer to as the broke down position. And this is where the gun is situated, where the buttstock is underneath in between the bicep and the rib cage. The reason that I'm a fan of this is for those tight areas that are kind of tough to be at full extension without overexposing our body. So say for example, this was the threshold that we needed to negotiate and I wanted to cut that corner to the left, my right as you're viewing it. A systematic and efficient way to cut the corner, but also giving your body the ability to see what is in that corner as quickly and efficiently as possible is applying a bit of a broke down position. It takes practice both from a static shooting position to find your sights to be combat effective, but it also takes practice to find that sweet spot in terms of where the shoulder placement in the buttstock should be. So for an example, we come to this threshold, for example, and I want to cheat this corner and cut the corner a little bit. As we start to situate our feet in a position to be effective, in some cases, I will bring the firearm down just a little bit, and what you'll notice is now my body is still behind the threshold, but we're in a position to drive the gun and our entire body gets behind the gun as we break the threshold of that doorway. So for an example, apply a bit of the breakdown position. That penetration step with our periphery sees how far we need to be away from that threshold so we're not overexposing ourselves. Once we get into that position, the power step and the gun get presented into the threshold and into the corner as quickly and as aggressively as possible. So we make entry, we're in this position to then penetrate and drive into that corner, but we're also in a position that our eyes meet the sight and we're looking with both eyes open. In the event that something needs our attention, we can take that effective shot here. All right, so once again, square off, penetration step. One more time. Squaring off, see the corner, start to cut that corner, little breakdown as we step, present the gun, find our sights. We're in a position to make an engagement if we need to, continue to follow through. So this is a way to apply an efficient mechanism where our feet are in balance, but most importantly, we can take that lethal surgical shot if required. We get the firearm into our eye alignment, and as we prep the shot, we can then make that assessment before we actually break the shot. Does that individual need a lethal shot between the lookers, or do they just need our attention with a little bit of aggression?